It's a major problem. And Speaker Johnson has been talking about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay-at-home son. They did much the same thing with quiet quitting, where you can go to work and do less. And if you call it quiet quitting, it's somehow better. But Laura, I got to tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. That's a big problem. They blame it on women. Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And therein lies a big part of the problem.
Even though some of Tommy's points are valid, she's seemingly making it like it's all men's fault, when really women shoulder most of the blame. Because yes, women do want families, but they're waiting until they're in their late 30s, and not even beginning to look until they're in their early to mid 30s. What can men do to fix that? And on top of that, they're only going to settle for the best of the best. So it's not like these guys can even wait in Averageville, waiting for these women to hit 35, because unless they're making a lot of money or exceptional at something, they won't want them. That's why they're choosing to quiet quit life. She's not addressing the actual problem that the average woman doesn't want the average man. They'd rather hold on to the hope that some millionaire will sweep them off their feet than have a family with the average guy. And on top of that, there's no incentives for men to man up in the first place. You give all the jobs to women in DEI hires, and then if a guy does display any amount of masculinity, you then scream misogyny and then proceed to shame and get him fired from his job. So as much as you say you want guys to man up, I don't think you really do, because otherwise you'd be standing aside and letting guys do that, because most guys would do that naturally, but they see a lot of guys getting skewered ahead of them, so they just back away. So you can't really blame guys for not wanting to run across that minefield, when the reward on the other side is a 35-year-old fat single mom with a body count of 50 who thinks it's a privilege for you to be with her, or if you're really lucky, an infertile boss babe, where if you're not huffing her fart jars, you ain't a real man.